Hello again, art students. We are going to continue our color scheme kaleidoscope painting. Make sure you look at the assignment, read over the directions, and then what I say here will make a little bit more sense. But so far we have, from the first video, drawn out our design using the letters of your name or your three initials. And so now we're going to start painting this. We have 4 sections. Each section is the same, a mirror image of each other, but each section is going to be painted with a different color scheme. The first section we're going to start with, and this is also listed on your assignment, is a warm color scheme. The warm colors, hopefully you remember, are yellow, orange, and red. You can also include yellow orange and red orange with this section. So in your palette, you want to start with just a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red in 2 different pans. And I'm going to use my smaller brush, and then I'm going to bring some of my yellow over here, a little bit of red. Remember, red is very dominating, so it doesn't take very much. And then that's going to give us our nice orange. If you have not already completed the previous painting and color scheme projects, make sure you do that before we do this painting, so that everything makes more sense. Alright, that's going to give us 3 colors to start with. So the only things we're going to paint in this section, or the only colors we're going to use, are the warm colors. So it doesn't matter where you place them, you just want to have all of your colors painted in this. I'm using my smaller brush because I can have more control with my smaller brush in these smaller areas. So you just want to start painting in. Remember, we're only doing one section. And we're only going to be using the warm colors for this section. I am going to be looking for craftsmanship. Remember, craftsmanship is neatness. So you do want to take your time on this. You want to use a nice brush stroke so that the brush strokes do not cause distraction from your actual art. So you want to smooth out your brush strokes and paint evenly and smoothly. It may also take a couple of coats of color, so you might have to paint it 2 or 3 times in order to get a nice smooth color. Alright, so there is that one. You go ahead and do another section here. I'm going to do my orange here for this E. Take your time as you go to the edges of the letters so that you don't get the paint in the wrong section. Until I'm almost out of orange, so I'm going to have to mix up some more orange. So I'm going to go ahead and bring some yellow over here, a little bit of red, mix up my orange again. I'm hoping that you guys will be pros with color mixing and painting after all of these projects that we're doing. We've done a lot of work with color schemes. Hopefully they're starting to make sense to you. I'm just going to continue in here and do each section a different color. Try to get your edges to be nice and crisp so that it gives you a nice edge. Then you can go over any places that just need a little bit more sprucing up and smooth out the paint. Now one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to have two colors that are the same right beside of each other, because you'll sort of lose part of your design. I'm going to go ahead and do this D in the red. Remember, we are working with the warm color scheme here. Always easy to remember the warm colors because it's the basic colors you see in flames. And flames are warm, hot, so it's easy to remember what the warm colors are. Now when we finish this D, we're still going to have a couple of spaces left over. So we're going to talk about those here in 1 second. Just go over and do some touch-ups. Alright, so I do have some more spaces left over here. I don't want any white showing when we're finished, so I'm going to go ahead and bring some of this red over here and do the red in the centers of my A. I wouldn't want to put yellow here because then my A wouldn't stand out, so we want to use some of the different option colors that we have. Alright, so if I put red here, or here, or here, then it's going to connect to my D. So I'm going to wash my brush off and some different colors. I think I'm going to put the orange inside of the D here. It's going to need a couple little coats. And then I think I'm going to mix up a yellow-orange for the rest. So I am going to just add a bunch more yellow here to my orange, so that I'm making a yellow-orange, and you can see how this color is different. And you remember, you guys have already done all this with your color wheel snowflake design that we did. And then I'm just going to finish it off over here too with my yellow-orange. Alright, so that probably needs another coat of paint, but I just wanted to get you to understand what we're doing here. So this is the warm color section. So everything in this section is going to be only using warm colors. Again, I will have to go over this again so that all of my paint is very smooth. You can see some different values just because I need another coat. So I am looking for craftsmanship on this. Remember, craftsmanship means neatness. I'll be looking for nice crisp edges. I'll be looking for brush control. I can tell how well you are controlling your brush by how the paint looks. So you just want to make sure whenever you're painting, you're gliding the brush on, taking your time. Hold your brush like you would a pencil so that you can get some nice control there. Alright guys, I'll let you do this section, and then I'll make another video for one of the next sections.